All right, we are headed into Buckskin Gulch, starting from the Buckskin Gulch trailhead. If you saw Craig and I run through part of Buckskin Gulch, we started a little bit further down at the Wire Pass trailhead, so we're starting a little bit higher this time. We're gonna loop down Buckskin Gulch, hit the Pariah Canyon, and go up to complete the horseshoe loop there.
So about 23 miles total, and it's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah, weather's good.
I'm not going on this little adventure due to some logistical constraints. So I'm going to go on a different...
Like 3 kids?
I'm going to go on a different adventure with my kids today, and I will just happily watch them leave.
Happily watch us leave.
Have fun, guys.
We decided to take a little detour here, and it's really cool. We're just hoping it doesn't cliff out, so we can go up and around and back down to our trail, which is somewhere over there.
So we're still just a touch off course, but I mean, can't be too mad about this. I think we're headed in the right direction, which is that way. All right, so we're back on trail. And we're starting to get into the canyon and looking forward to all there is to see. All right, so we are just at the Wire Pass confluence. So if we were to take a left right there, that would take us to Wire. About 5 miles in. 8 or 9 to go to the Pariah River confluence, and we're just getting to the good stuff.
Well, I saw that white wall riding behind us, and I hope the water would not find us as we climbed the canyon stairs, running like we was made of air.
So you never quite know what you're going to get into.
So right there's a hole.
Good part about following is you can see where they fall into the big holes. The water's quite cold, like negative 1,000 degrees. No, it's just above freezing, but the good news is the air is pretty warm. And so we're able to dry off. And there have been enough open spaces that with some sunshine to warm up. More water, a bit more wet than when we went last time. Oh, not too deep. But I mean, come on, look at this. Look at that. Would you look at it? Just look at it. Well, there you go.
It is cold water.
When it's cold outside.
The river flows fast, but we were faster. My brains gave up and my feet were the master.
Sometimes you just want to stop in the sun, warm up for a second, because I can't feel my feet. Hi, team. I think this is about where Craig and I turned around last time. It's still a little bit deep this time around, probably a little more water. We're just going to shimmy our way through here and see how it goes. It looks like there's a little sunshine on the other side, and so we're going to hopefully get to that. It's, you know, it's just kind of like life. You know, you just keep moving forward until the sunshine comes into your life and the water is touching my private parts. It's a little chilly for a second. Okay. Yeah. Water's cold. A little PSA for you today. So the key is to go for a little jog after such an immersion so that we can hopefully get the blood flowing back to the extremities and get some warmth going there. So we're just gonna skedaddle on through here. So we found a tiny little square of sunlight.
It's teeny.
So we're taking this opportunity to enjoy a little sandwich,
There's sun.
warm up a touch, and then keep going.
Well, below us lay the churning river. Before us, the burning sun did quiver.
This is about probably the third time that you come up to a spot in the canyon that looks like it just boxes out. Obviously, we know that it doesn't, but it just is so amazing how you come right up and oopsie daisy, here it goes. Okay, so we're about halfway in, and it's time to crack open a burrito. It's a little smashed, but look at that goodness. Perfection.
Speaking of perfection.
Welcome back to today's episode of Buckskin Gulch. Sorry, there. Anyway, welcome back. We've gotten to kind of a dark section. It's nice and shady, and there's a lot of water. So the downside to that is the water gets really cold because it never sees the light of day. You never know if a step's going to be an inch of water or 3 feet deep. So you just have to go by feel.
For that sound of making for higher ground.
So we just spent, I don't know, the last half hour in a lot of long, deep, cold water. So this is the first sun we've seen in a while. It feels really good because our legs are cold. So lots of deep. I didn't really want to film too much because I didn't want to lose the camera because you can't really see much through the water. But anyway, it's always nice to get warm for a minute. Just never can get sick of it. Just another spot that gets so dark. And then you look up and there's the brilliant glow of the sun on the rocks. Hello again. So we feel like we're getting close to the confluence with the Pariah River, but it's hard to tell mileage-wise. But starting into our hopefully last bits of water. Bit deep, and you have to just feel with your feet and hope that doesn't just drop out from under you. And it's still pretty chilly. It's not quite as cold as we get lower down. No more sun. Whew. Can't lose focus, folks. Can't lose focus. Another box. So doing a canyon like this is a bit like walking through a museum. And every room tells a story. Every room has a different feel. It's just everything is a little bit different. All right, well, we finally dug into burrito number 2, just in time for our confluence. And as much fun as it looks to go that way, we gotta go this way.
That way is going to give us another 28 miles.
Yeah,
Which,
ain't nobody got time for that. At least not today. We're already a little behind schedule. The water slowed us down quite a bit.
oh, and we got to sort of rappel
Yeah,
down a section
yeah,
with a nylon
little
rope.
ropey part. But Craig is waiting with a bunch of kids, so we're gonna try and skedaddle on up. Hopefully it's not too much of just flowing deep river. But what can we do? So one discovery that's quite nice is this water is much, much warmer since it's coming from a wide, flat plain and the weather's been warm. So the water is nice and warm, comparatively anyway. So that feels nice. Again, views don't suck. Been a lot of this the last few miles. All right, as you can see, we are now running kind of parallel to the Pariah River on this really fun trail. But you can see it's opened up, or should be within about a mile and a half-ish to the end. All right, so a couple quick tips if you want to do the Buckskin Gulch. First and foremost, know the route. It's actually fairly straightforward because you're in a slot canyon most of the time. Where we started, there was about one place to make an alternate turn, which we took. Luckily, we had studied the route in the area enough to be able to get back on course, so it wasn't a big deal. Obviously, make sure and carry enough food and water. And know the conditions. We both carried an extra dry sack, basically, with warm clothes in case it got too cold with the water. We didn't end up needing to use it, but we had it just in case. And know the weather. Obviously, you don't want to be in a slot canyon in the middle of a storm. We did it, I think it probably rained here a day or two ago, so we had a lot of extra water. So had we been able to plan that a little more, a day or two more would probably dry a lot of that out. However, it's supposed to rain in a day or two, so sometimes you just got to take what you get and just know your limits. Mileage wise, this isn't terribly long. This will be around 25 or 26 miles, but effort wise, it just takes its toll with all the rocks and water, and so plan that time accordingly. And we have this beautiful cloud cover, so normally I would imagine this section is just scorching.
Hi guys.
All right, I want to give you the secret for backcountry running nutrition. Now, we talk a lot about goos and gels and all those things, but let me tell you right here, bean and cheese burrito. It's a little frozen. You just stick it in your pack, right up against your sweaty back. It gets nice and warm, so by lunchtime, it's just the perfect gooey, chewy, yummy burrito. So next time on your trip, give it a try.
Craig said we have to talk more in this video. So mostly Matt's talking because he has like an announcer talky voice. but this is me talking. This is me talking to you, Craig. Look, Craig, we're thinking of you.
That's talking.
We want you here right now, having fun with us, and I'm sure you're having fun right now with your kids.
Yeah.
But we can't fill our toes, so beat that.
We love it. It's type 2
Beat
fun.
that.